What's up? In this video, we're going to talk about how do you sell, or how do you effectively sell a vehicle without knowing the product? Because let's just face it, when anybody first gets started at their store, product knowledge is one of the most overwhelming things that a person goes through. They're super duper concerned. They're nervous. They say, oh my God, what am I going to do? I don't know this product. How am I going to be able to close any sales? And I'm going to move my chair real quick. So what we're going to talk about real fast is just how do you be successful at your store selling even if you don't know the product. Now here's a good thing about if you're working at your dealership and you don't know the product. Number one, everything you need to know about that vehicle, guess where it's at? It's on the sticker, right? Guess where else all the information is that you need to know about that vehicle? It's on the internet. If you go to your company website and you put in the information about the vehicle, guess what? That's right there too. So we're gonna break down how, if you're new or even if you've been there for a while and you're just somebody who never really picked up on product knowledge and it was not your strong suit, how you can actually help people without knowing it. The first thing, a mistake that salespeople typically make is that when they get asked a question by a customer, the customer will say, ask a specific question about a vehicle. And you got to know something with people. A lot of times, these customers come in, they'll know more about the vehicle than the actual sales rep will. Okay, and make sure when you come into the live that you let me know who you are, what's going on, and where you're checking in from. So a lot of time when a customer comes in, they'll know more about the vehicle than the sales rep. Why? Because they've been researching it for days, weeks, and for months. And so they have a ton of information about that one specific where the individual has somewhat of a fleet to be knowledgeable about. And so when they ask a question and you know that you're unfamiliar with what the answer is, the best thing you can say is, you know what, customer, that's a great question. And what I want to do, I'm going to write that down because I want to make sure I get you the right answer for it. So I'm going to write that down and I'll get that for you here in a second. Is that cool? All right. As opposed to back in the day, they used to tell salespeople to tell a customer, I don't know. And saying I don't know to a customer nowadays is actually one of the worst things you can do. Imagine when you walk into Best Buy and that person is standing up front and you walk in and you're looking for the digital cameras, or you're looking for the 3D TV, and the person up front says, you say, where do y'all keep your 3D TVs? They say, I don't know. You're going to be looking at them like, then why the hell are you standing up front? You know, what are you doing up here? Little do we know, they might have just got hired that day. They might have just started that week, or it may be their first month and they're unfamiliar with the layout of the store and where all the products and things like that are. It's the same thing at a dealership. When a customer comes in, all they see is you in the polo shirt or you in the suit or whatever it is you wear at your store. They have no idea that you may have just started or you may be brand new. And so when they ask you a question, sometimes they'll ask you a question and they already know the answer to it. Make sure when you come in, you let me know who you are, that they already know the answer to the question they're asking you, and they're only asking you that to see if you're going to be willing to lie to them. Okay, what's up, Rasheen? And so it can be extremely stressful. I've seen people get into automotive sales. Make sure you check in and let me know where you're at. I see you, Rasheen. Some people get into it and they're so stressed out because they say, man, I feel like I got to know everything about the vehicle, Brian. What am I going to do? I don't know anything about it. Let me explain this to you. Product knowledge is something that over time you'll become more familiar with your product, okay? And a customer will forgive you. Let's just say if they were looking for adaptive cruise control on the vehicle. You say, you know what? I thought this vehicle had adaptive cruise control. It doesn't, but this particular model does. And so since that's important to you, follow me over here and I'm going to show it to you. Make sure if y'all checking in, man, y'all hit that like button and let me know who you are in the building, because we got people coming through. So they'll ask you that question, right? And and if you tell them, hey, listen, this one doesn't have adaptive cruise control, but we do have a model that does have it, and so let me show you this one. They're okay with that. Hey, Somalia, how you doing? But if you make a person feel unappreciated, if you make a person feel like they're wasting your time, if you make a person feel like they're doing you like you don't want to be there with them, guess what? You couldn't give your product away for free. Let me ask you this. When you go to a restaurant, all of y'all that's on this live right now, when you go to a restaurant, do you base your tip on the quality of the food or the quality of the service? And if you answer the quality of the service, you're just like most people. What's up, Kyle? Checking in from San Antonio. But you base your tip on the quality of the service rather than the food, right? And automotive sales is exactly the same way. The amount of commissions that you earn on an automotive sale transaction is solely based on the quality of the experience that you give that customer. Okay, y'all got to excuse me. I'm sitting out on the patio. I'm out here in the Florida Keys for a minute. but it's based on the quality of the service. Now, granted, price is always going to be on the table, no doubt. But think about you yourself. Aren't you willing to pay a little bit more when the service is quality? Aren't you willing to invest a little bit higher when you know or you feel that you're getting a better quality of service? Just like most people. And so folks get so concerned with product knowledge. What's up, the regular channel? What's up, Maverick? How you doing, Gainesville? So people get so bent out of shape, like, Brian, I don't know everything about the vehicle. I don't know. You don't have to know. Everything you need to know about that vehicle, guess where it's at? It's on the sticker. And you can go online to your company website or to your manufacturer website and find out anything you need to know. But when it comes to people skills, this is how you can still, I know people who are very minimal when it comes to product knowledge. What's up, Sean? They have minimal product knowledge, but their people skills are amazing. If you leave them in a room full of strangers and come back, they'll know who everyone is and everyone will know who they are. And then there's other people that the store has there that knows everything about the product from the front end to the rear end, but they're unable to help somebody buy one to save their life. Why? Because while they're focused on turn ratio and torque, the customer is saying, I don't even know what the hell torque is. I thought that was a movie. I'm getting the hell out of this joint. Okay? And so you want to make sure you keep the main thing. Hey, Pablo, you want to make sure you keep the main thing. Awesome information on the program. I appreciate that, man. I really do. I'm glad that it's helping so many people. I see the check-in from Richmond, VA. What's going on? So when it comes to product knowledge, oh, that's Sean. When it comes to product knowledge, over time and repetition, you will develop the product knowledge. You will get that, okay? But the people knowledge, the main thing you want to focus on is when you get somebody at your store, the way that you greet this individual really plays a huge part in everything else that's going to take place. And it is so underestimated. When salespeople are still going up saying, can I help you? You're asking a person, can I do for you what my dealership is paying me to do? No. As opposed to saying, can I help you? Or even saying, how are you doing? When you ask somebody how they're doing, you're forcing that person to take a mental trip through last night or the previous day. And you don't know how their day or their night was. And so when you force that person to take that mental trip, it can have a negative effect on you. The best thing you could do is just greet that person with a welcome. Hey, welcome to ABC Dealership. My name is Brian and you are. And shake their hand with a smile. You know, ask them, is it their first time there or do they have an appointment with somebody? So, hey, is it your first time here? Do you have an appointment with somebody? Oh, it's your first time here? Thank you so much for coming and congratulations. You made an awesome choice. Okay? Watch all my video. What's up, Osmani Velasquez? Watch all your video dealership. Thanks, man. Checking in from Fort Myers. But, you know, hey, listen, are you here to see somebody in particular? Or is it your first time to our dealership? If a customer tells you, hey, make sure y'all hit that like button. You know, when we hit those likes, that's how other people that are in sales like us get a chance to check the video out. So that's very important. Thank you so much. So, you know, when you're going out there to greet that person, ask them, is it your first time here? When a person tells you it's their first time at your dealership, you should literally thank them for coming and congratulate them for making a good choice. You know why? Because they get a chance to deal with you. Now, after that, you want to ask them which one of the products would they like information on. I still see salespeople starting off their process asking what somebody wants to buy, what their credit is, and that is insane. We haven't earned the right to ask a person about their credit. What's up, Tony Aquino? Ontario, Canada. We all over the place with this thing. But when you ask somebody about their credit or how much money they want to spend and you just met them, that is so invasive and that is just rude. As opposed to that, ask them which one of your products would they like information on. And then once they tell you, hey, listen, awesome. So let's do this. Follow me inside. I'm just going to ask you a few questions and I'll get you all the information on that vehicle that you feel works for you, okay? And you turn and you go. When you started off like that, do you realize you separate yourself from 95% of the people in automotive sales? Because they're going out there, they're not shaking hands. They're not welcoming a person to their store. They're not thanking them for coming. They're not asking them what they want information on. You know what? A customer says, I want to look at this. The sales rep takes them over there and starts showing it to them. But guess what? How can you show somebody something you don't have the keys to? So now you're outside. You just greeted this person. You're standing by the vehicle. You have no keys. Now you got to run all the way back inside to grab the keys while they're outside taking pictures of the sticker, going online, comparing the numbers, seeing if there's someplace else they can take it to. No. When you greet that person, you want to welcome them to your dealership. Give them your name. Ask them for their name. Ask them, can you write it down so you can remember it? Ask them, are they here to see anybody or is it their first time there? If it's their first time, thank them. Congratulate them for making a good choice because they get a chance to work with you. If they are there for somebody else, walk them inside. Offer them some coffee and water and get that person. But if it's their first time and you've thanked them, what's up, Mighty Moine? Checking in from San Antonio. So after you welcome them and you ask them were they there to see anybody, one of the most powerful questions is, Which one of our vehicles would you like some information on? See, the word information is a very non-threatening word, and at the end of the day, in order to make an educated buying decision, you need the information first. And so a lot of people put the cart in front of the horse. It's all about the information. So which one would you like some information on? And once they tell you, even if they say, oh, this pre-owned, that awesome. Well, as you can see, we got several options in the pre-owned. Oh, I want to check out this new thing. Awesome. Well, as you can see, we got several options in the new. You know what? I'm not quite sure what I want, Brian. You know what? Awesome. As you can see, we got many options to choose from. So it doesn't matter what they say. You still have several options available, which is a fact. And you let them know, hey, so let's do this. Follow me inside. I'm just going to ask you a few questions, and I'll get you all the information that you feel works best for you. It's all about them. And then you take them inside. And as you're getting ready to sit them down, offer that person coffee or water. You know, it's called the law of reciprocity. The more you give to these people, the more they give back. It's like with you all. The more information I share with you, the more success you're giving out to the world. What's up, Be Still Ministries from Landmark? I see you, man. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for letting us know you're here. Hey, will y'all hit that like button, please? I'm saying please and thank you, y'all. But so you know, you want to walk them in and you offer them coffee or water. Another huge mistake: salespeople sit their customer down and they want to start putting information in that customer management system. And I know that's important, and we will do it. But guess what? This person is already leery of you. They came onto your store. They came to your store, giving you an opportunity to earn their business. And what we do, we got them looking at the back of a computer screen, trying to finger peck in their name, asking them, "What's your last name? What's your this?" And you know what? The defensive walls go up. Will we get their last name? Yes. Will we get their email? Yes. But there's a time and a place for everything. The most important thing is to show that person that you have my undivided attention. And so the best thing you could do, what's up, Zach? Carl Malone, Chrysler Jeep. So the best thing you could do is when you sit that person down, move your computer screen, slide it to the side. Everything is psychological and it's all theatrics. Move that screen out the way, flip that paper over, and you ask them, hey, do y'all mind if I take some notes? Because everything you share with me is important and I want to make sure I get it accurate. Okay? Think about it. If somebody typed you up a letter on Microsoft Word and sent it to you, or hand wrote you a letter, which one would mean more? The handwritten. So imagine the psychological impact it has on your customers when they see you writing out their information as opposed to just filling in blanks on a guest sheet or not writing anything at all. And so even if you have a guest sheet that has blanks for the questions, if you've been at your store for 90 days or more and you're unfamiliar, you don't know those questions, shame on you. But if you are new, there's nothing wrong with flipping it over, flipping it back over after you ask to make sure you take thorough notes. It really shows that person that they're important to you and you're paying attention, okay? And then once you get all of that information, you know, you want to make sure you have it in a conversational type of a way, not an interrogation. And once you get the information, recap it. Hey, Mr. Customer, if I understand you correctly, and I believe that I do, what you're looking for is this. I'm going to run it back to you to make sure that we're on the same page. And then you repeat it back. Imagine the psychological impact it has on that person to know. Not only did you listen, but you listened and you got it right. You see, so many folks are so focused on product knowledge that they miss that it's all about the people skills. That's everything. Because you can not know anything about the vehicle and be one of the top producers at your store. Or you can know everything about the vehicle and be barely moving 7 or 8. Why? Because all of that technical jargon is not important to everybody. At the end of the day, they just want to feel important. What's up, Eddie Saline from Toronto? Everybody just wants to feel important, y'all. And if you just keep that in the forefront of your mind, that if you can make this person realize and feel that they are the most important person to you in the world at that moment, it will go leaps and bounds. A person will spend more money to do business with you at your dealership than going someplace else where they can get it cheaper. I promise you, okay? And at the end of the day, like you just saw, we have people that are on this live right now that are utilizing methods and strategies that are within the program that I've made available to people over the last couple of months for a tremendous discounted price. You know, make sure, y'all, that if you are at your dealership and if you are struggling, if you look at what Pablo Reyes said, he lets you know awesome information on the training program. Talk to Rasheem Harris, who's on the line. Sean, that's on the line. These folks have taken advantage of the opportunity that I'm putting in front of you. If you're on this live and you're listening and you know that the things I'm saying make sense, if you think this is something, imagine when you click that link in this description, you go on over and you look at what's available. And y'all, we're not talking about tens of thousands of dollars. We're not even talking about $1,000. We're not even talking about hundreds of dollars. This was $1,000 program that I've made available for next to nothing. For less than $50, you have access to everything that I have stored in here for automotive sales available to you to be able to download, listen to on your Bluetooth, download the sales training manual. Look at all of the videos, over 3.5 hours of videos on the How to Dominate at the Dealership sales training program. That course alone will take you from selling 10 vehicles to 20, will take you from making $6,000 a month to $12,000 a month, like that. And the beautiful thing about this business is you don't have to be in it very long to give yourself a pay raise anytime that you feel like it. Okay. Another part of it is the how to drive Facebook leads. You can actually apply that right now today and have the same people that are in your Facebook network reaching out to you, looking to do business and buy a vehicle from you, or coming to your dealership wanting to schedule an appointment with you. It's real, y'all. It's real. Also available. And look at Rasheem killing it. What's up, Barry from Scotland? Checking in from Scotland. Like I said, y'all, this is global. This thing is worldwide. You also have access to the weekly coaching sessions where you and I, and right now I am in the Keys, so I didn't do one yet this week, but you have access where every week we get together in a private session, and it is real hardcore. I call it me taking you and taking all of that information, we bottle it up, and we help you get to moving 20 a month, make it $10,000, $15,000 a month at your store. And it is possible for you. All you got to do is click that link in the description and go on over. You have access to the 100 success tips. Pablo, yup, information is power. Help a lot on learning curve. Open ideas before I even knew. Like I said, I'm telling you, you have access to the 100 success tips, okay? And these are methods being used by, not just by myself, by most successful people in the sales business. You can listen to it. You can listen to it with your spouse, with your child. Why not share something with your spouse or significant other that's empowering? A lot of people don't appreciate it, but it has nothing to do with you putting it in front of them. What about your children? If you have children, they may not appreciate it now, but they'll be thankful for it later. Okay, it's all about being proactive rather than reactive. And if you know you've been trying to get better at your store, and if you know you've been looking for ways to make more money, and if you know you've been looking for somebody to help you, you don't have to look any further because I'm right here. All you have to do is click that link in the description, go on over, and take advantage. And you see how my guys like Rasheem, Sean, I mean, these are guys that I interact with, Pablo. These are guys that whenever I'm on a live, you know what, they're always there. They are also a part of the program, and they are also some of the top producers at their dealership. And you can do the same thing. All I ask is that you click that link in the description, go over and check it out. It costs you nothing but a few seconds and a click to go look at it. And I assure you, if it's working for Pablo, if it's working for Rasheem, if it's working for Sean, if it's working for Kevin, who in his first month, this is his first month, is the #1 producer at his store. And I'm going to screenshot this because he messaged me last night at like 2 in the morning, which was, he was tripping. But to see somebody who said, man, right 3 days before I got started, I watched your videos, I downloaded it, and he came in and kicked ass. You can do it too. Don't wait until it's too late and you're on the verge of getting fired before you make a decision to do something. And if you're sitting at your dealership and you're excited about getting that draw, that ain't shit. The opportunity is to be there. So on the 10th of the month, that's when you get your real money. Or if your deals are paid out as they get funded, man, you should be making $2,000, $3,000 a week. And it's possible. It's possible. I know more about you than you think I do. You're an uncommon breed. Look at where you are right now. Listen to this early in the morning, looking to get yourself better. But don't stop here. Click that link in the description. And I'm also going to make sure that I add it to the comment section. But all you have to do is when this is over, the little description bar, open it up, click it, go on over, and you're good to go. Okay? And I assure you, it will blow your mind. Matter of fact, let me share it right now. I'm going to post it up on here right now. So that you all, so y'all can have access to it. But it's already in the description. But I'm not gonna hold you all on. Like I say, I know people about to get started rocking and rolling. But click that link in the description, and once you do, I'm gonna send you an email and it'll let you know when our next coaching session is, and you can download and have access to the information right then immediately. The digital sales training man, you'll have it right there on your phone. So no matter where you are in the process with your customer, never again will you get stuck. Never again will you not know what to do. Never again will you be running behind your managers asking them, can they help you and train you? As a matter of fact, they may start asking you to help train other people. And if you want to get yourself in a situation where you sell your way out of the dealership, the only way you can sell your way out is when you really hone in on the fundamentals of what it takes to be a beast in this business. Selling is an art. It's a real science. Thanks, Rasheem. Selling, it's a real science. It is a skill. There's no such thing as a natural born salesperson, but we are born with certain attributes and personality traits that make it easier for us to be able to adapt into this business. My big mouth and my confidence made it to where when I finally took it serious, it was able to take me to another level. Other people, they have some okay skills, but they wonder why they're not able to, really flourish and take it to another level. And then you have some people who have what I call champagne dreams, but they have beer work ethic, or they have beer-based skills. It all look good, but they don't have what it takes to ever execute it and get it done. You have the opportunity to be able to do that. So click that link in the description, go on over. I look forward to us working together. And if you have any questions, I'm here right now. I answer them. What issues anybody going through at their store or something that I can help out with? That's what these lives are for. I know I ran my mouth for a lot of them, but if you are going through anything up there, it don't matter if it's with your managers, if it's something with a customer, or if it's just how do you keep your head in the game, I'm here for you. And that's what this live is for. So ask me any questions that you like. Any questions you got? Anything before we get out of here? And I know some of y'all got some, because what happens, we'll get off this live and then I get all types of messages and stuff. Click the link to win. I have been killing. Thanks, Rashim. That's what's up. And folks, this is one of your peers. This is a peer of yours, and it's real deal. I know a lot of people get on the internet and they full of shit, but here's the difference. Whenever you see me get on, you see me at different dealerships all around the country. I'm not sitting in just one room with a backdrop. You know what I'm saying? I actually do this for real and have been doing it for years. For years. I've been self-sufficient and independent. Haven't had anybody tell me they could fire me or anything like that at all. And I really take pride in that. A lot of people wish they could do it. A lot of people want to do it, but shit, they better step up. They got to show and prove. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you show and prove. But any questions y'all got? Because other than that, y'all, and it's less than a year, man. Sheen, man, shout out to you. And there's a lot of people going through 3 months with me, man. That's awesome. There's a lot of people who have been going through this and they just started at their stores 90 days or less, and they are literally the number one. Matter of fact, on my Facebook page right now, you'll see one of the dealer groups, Ray Brandt, out of all the awards that was taken home, all 4 of those guys that got results, that got all of the awards for the company were all trained by me. So any videos for newly promoted sales to management? You know what? Be still. I'm going to do one, because at the end of the day, I do believe that managers do need training too, because everybody's not motivated by money. And by managers keep saying, yeah, make some money, make some money, make some money, make some money. Some people want recognition. Do you know the number one reason why people leave their jobs and leave relationships? It's not money. It's lack of recognition and appreciation. Trust me, I totally get it. But that's really what it is. That's really it. And so as in management, you want to get to know each one of your employees. I mean, on a personal level, do they have children? What are the goals and dreams they have? What is their why for coming in? And then what can you do? Can you sit down with them and create a roadmap to help them achieve that? That's very important. It's just like with the guests. If we help them feel important and we show them that we're totally committed to helping them achieve their goal, and when you're talking to a sales rep and you say, look, if you do A, your family or you will have B. So you're showing them what's in it for them. Watch, they're a lot more willing to do it than if you're saying what's in it for you. They don't give a shit about what's in it for you. They only want to do it what's in it for them. I call it self-preservation, and we all have it. And I'm learning how to live more by that, because I've always kind of been a outwardly focused guy. Again, that's why I am, doing what I do. But I need to be sometimes more self-preserving, and I think that'll help out in business. Pablo, I want to be a closer. But I want to be a closer, but most of customers last month were just shopping. I want you to think of this, Pablo, and you have to change that way of thinking. That's what they'll tell you. Do you know 8 out of 10 people that show up at a dealership and drive home that day would have told you that they were just looking and was just shopping? But listen now, 8 out of 10 that drive home the same day they show up would have told you they were just shopping. I want you to think about it like this. Nobody gets up and leaves their house to go shopping anymore. They don't. We all go on the internet. So if a customer has got up, got dressed, and drove into your store, they're no longer shopping. They're not in shopping mode. They're in action mode. But if you ask them what are they doing, they're going to tell you they're just shopping. And so really you have to think about it. We all go shop. When we go to the grocery store, it's up on that advertiser on the grocery store to position the food in a way that makes us want to buy it. When you're over there looking at the hot dog bun, looking at the hot dogs, guess what? They got the sausage and the ham and everything right there by it. And then if you ever notice in the hot dog section, you'll see right off somewhere they'll have the buns right there. Okay, so we have to make it more enticing for a person to want to buy. Good morning. What's up, Kevin? Our boss took what we learned from you and made the process backward. That happens sometime, man. That happens sometime. That's crazy. But the thing about it though is again, checking in from South Africa. I see you. Okay, appreciate that. But really, really thinking about that. So, if a person tells you they're shopping, it means that there's somewhere something we didn't do that gave them enough motivation. The two biggest influencers for people to make decisions are scarcity and urgency. And a lot of times the sales rep will be like, "Oh yeah, well take your time and whenever you're ready, come on back." Whatever vehicle you're looking at that day, in reality, and this isn't a lie, that vehicle may not be available later on today. It may not be available 5 minutes from now. So when you're talking to that person, you got to be, hey, listen, folks, I know you all really like this one, and I know you want to think about it, you want to shop some, but here's the reality of it. And I'll be doing you a disservice if I wasn't honest with you. This vehicle may not even be here later on today. And I'm not saying that to try to, put any pressure on. It's just a fact, and you know that. And so if this is the one you like, as opposed to you missing out on this opportunity, I want to know what can I do to help you all feel more comfortable moving forward. It's just learning how to speak and using the word tracks. And the beautiful thing about it, all of these are available when you click that link in the description. If you just heard what I said and you thought that flowed, you can flow too. How would you feel if your managers decided to take you off the floor and just allow you to help other people on your sales team close deals and pay you a commission override for that? Wouldn't that be beautiful? What about they took you off the floor and put you at the desk? Barry McGee, I block off time for prospect on the phone daily. We keep getting interrupted by incoming calls. I answer them in case it's an inquiry, but should I just block all? No, because you know what? The incoming calls, if you just reached out to somebody and they do call you back, and you don't pick up, your window of opportunity just shut, because they're not going to call you back again once they realize where it is. So if there's an incoming call, by all means, take them both, man, and that's just the name of the game. The good thing, though, your messages must be awesome if you're at least even getting people to call you back. So kudos to you. But yeah, all of those things, if you think these things that I'm sharing and you like them, you can do the same thing. Imagine if you were pulled off the floor and became a desk manager. Imagine if they moved you into finance. You know how that happens? By shortening your learning curve, being consistent, and increasing your results, okay? And you can do so just by clicking that link in the description. So y'all go on over. Thank you. Needed to hear that. Different perspective, experience, knowledge, helpful. I'm doing a business. Hey, Pablo, that's what I'm here for, brother. So make sure y'all click that link in the description. When you see all of the stuff you get and what you're getting it for, what I'm giving it to you for, you will feel like a loser if you don't. Because you'll say, damn, dude, it doesn't get any better, any simpler than that. Okay, I get messages late at night, and if I'm up, I respond. Is that a professional? Well, legally, as long as it's not by email and after 9 o'clock, because the anti-spamming laws, technically you're not supposed to send an email, business-related email, after 9. But if the person is willing to talk to you, by all means, and they would have to report you for that. So if they're engaging you in dialogue, if it's by text message on your private phone, no big deal. But if you're using your company email or something like that, just be hesitant on that. But if it's text and phone, by all means, man, you're a businessman. You handle business at all times. Hey, everybody ain't on the same schedule, okay? But click that link in the description and go on over. Get started. And like I say, man, you will never find another opportunity to get this much information, this quality of a program that's being touted as the most effective online automotive sales training program on the internet. And it's available to all of my people. So y'all have a bang out day. It's the last day of the month. What better day than for you to click that link and get started, with today being the last day of the month, for you to be able to start off your new month. What if you made $20,000 in the last 2 months of 2019? What if you made $95,000 in 2020? What would that do for your life? And you have that opportunity. The choice is yours. You could choose to keep going on the way you've been going, getting the results you've been getting, or you can make the decision to do what thousands of others are doing, and that is capitalizing and helping them make more money. And that's clicking that link in the description and making the choice to treat yourself, not cheat yourself. It's all up to you. Hey, I love you. I value you. I look forward to seeing y'all at the dealership. Until next time, folks, over and out. Thank y'all, man.